Hey GH peeps, welcome back to my channel where we discuss all things General Hospital. Today's daily recap is for Friday, October the 13th, 2023. It's Freaky Friday, y'all, so let's get into it. So it starts off with Sexy Curtis. He's a nice looking man, I gotta give it to him. And he's working out them arms, getting up that sweat, you know what I'm saying? Kind of reminds me of my uncles when they was working out, upper body strong, little body, little leg, little skinny. And I'm not making fun of him being in a wheelchair, I'm just saying. And who comes and shows up to give her nephew some love? The famous Aunt Stella. And then, she's encouraging him, telling him, just to keep pushing and fighting through, giving him encouragement, which is what he needs. And then who knocks on the door but Miss Wu? She was looking good, honey, with her fruit basket, looking good. And Aunt Stella's like, what you want? What you doing here? I'm telling you right now, Marshall and Aunt Stella ain't thinking about no Miss Wu. They should be, but they ain't studying her. And then we go up to the hospital where TJ and Portia's talking, and they're talking about her new position as co-chief for, GH. Once again, hand wave for Portia. Congratulations, girl, on your new position. Hopefully it will keep you busy and out of everybody's business, like your daughters. And as a mother, I see, where we at times want to be protective, because I'm the same way with mine. Same way. But I am not the kind of manipulator that Portia's been. But whatever. I digress. And then we head on over to Pennville. And Cyrus is being walked out to another empty visiting center. And who does he get to see? His beautiful sister Laura. She's making her rounds. And then we flash back over to GH, and we see Dr. Gatlin Holt sitting in his office, and he's rehashing, having the memory of when he was at court, saying how sick Cyrus was and how his little heart just can't take it no more. And one more thing, and it's gonna be Tink gonna be just gone. Poor little Tink. And he knows it's BS, and he even says BS. This is such BS. But they got the Ava situation over his head, so he doing whatever he can. And then of course Dex knocks on the door. And now he's asking, where's Ava? So Josh went to Spoon Island, and Dex went to Dr. Gatlin Holt. And then we flash back to the island, and even though I can't stand Nina, she did look good in that dress. They getting married. That's basically it. And then we get back over to where Curtis is at, and Miss Wu is like, well, shoot, I'm just trying to see a friend. Okay, Miss Wu, we smell you, but anyway, I'm just trying to check in on a friend to see how he's doing. And then Aunt Stella says, you don't have any friends here. Curtis steps in and says, it's okay, Auntie, it's okay. Basically, Miss Wu's coming over here to see if she can get the club. That's what Miss Wu's coming. She's, she's trying to get that club. And then we get over to Laura and Cyrus. And, they're exchanging pleasantries, and she's remarking about his haircut and all this other stuff. And he's talking about how he gave all his money away. I think he gave that money away to ensure that he would have a little militia if he ever had to stay in jail. But that's just my opinion. He's making these prisoners loyal to him for life. That's what Cyrus is doing. At least that's just my opinion. And they even discuss Drew and what's going on with him. And then they bring up about the application about his release, which once again makes me want to barf. I just cannot believe they are going to release this criminal onto the streets. But like I said, Esme running around. Might as well bring back Ryan from the dead too. You know what I'm saying? And bring back Peter too, honey. Since we're gonna have mass criminals running around doing craziness. And then we go back to Spoon Island. Well, Josh, they're discussing how long Ava's been missing, the last time they've seen Ava, you know what I'm saying? And Josh is like, y'all got any video? We need some, we need to figure something out, see what's going on. And then we go back to the Dr. Holt and Dex. It turns up real quick. You remember that part where it says things escalated quickly? It escalated quickly. because Doc starts talking about some crap about she might have went to New York to see some artists or someplace like that, but he's not sure. Why Dex sneak up behind him, choke him up? Choke up! Dex flexed on Doc. That was hilarious. Okay, Dexy, you proven your point. And he threatens him. He's like, hey, this is baby mama to the boss. She don't come up, I'm coming back. Dex flexed. And then we go back to we flash and Jex is calling Dex, and or Dex is calling Josh. Either or. Did I say Josh is calling Dex, or Dex is calling Josh? I can't really remember which one who called who, but Josh lets him know I found something. And then we go back to the wedding. And you know what I gotta say? Sonny was dang near in tears. But he's always been teary-eyed when his wedding. So, you know, if you've seen all of Sonny's weddings, he gets really emotional. But it kind of bothered me. Because he seems like he's given his whole heart to this woman before the wedding. Even at the risk of alienating his children. Now, let's keep it real. Sonny's always been kind of wishy-washy when it came to his women. Remember when he let Michael get shot because he saved his girlfriend? Was it Connie? He pushed Connie out the way. Michael got shot. Carly cussed his ass out when that shit happened. But so I'm not surprised. I'm a little surprised. Everybody's like, well, he's about family. Sonny has left his family for women before. But not in this kind of structure, right? So Sonny has already threw it to the wind to be with this woman. And now he's throwing it to the wind to marry her. And Nina is lying. And y'all, I know everybody's saying what Carly and Drew did, it really was Carly. Yeah, it was illegal, but Sonny's life is all about illegal. He is illegal. He's a criminal. He's a mob boss. Snitches get stitches. And I know people are saying, well, Carly snitched. Well, she sent him up with the FBI to get him free. And Brenda did the same thing. This is completely different. This is nothing compared to that. That's apples and oranges, y'all. This woman set up his baby mother, the mother of his children, to go to jail. And for her to say in that, in her part about how she admires him about his children and how she's going to stand with him and his family. So you standing by the fact that you called the SEC, the police, the federales on the mother to take Donna's mother to jail? You okay with that? You okay with when you got on that stand and you had Scotty rip Michael to shreds and tell all his business, but you supporting his family? I'm sorry, guys. I know this is not Cynthia Westrose's issue. She is a phenomenal actress, but they are writing Nina into a serious. I mean, either she's a crazy person or she's a villain, and it just don't. I'm tired of them making our characters, the normal characters, villains. When we got Cyrus, and we got Esme, and we got Ryan, and we got Peter. Peter coming back, y'all. He might not be dead. And his sister probably kidnapped his body and putting him on crazy juice to make him come back. Who knows? But I just don't like how Nina, Portia, how they make these women that are supposed to be characters that we're going to have to deal with for a while into villains. And they just write Nina in such a heinous way. It's like, do you want us to love her or do you want us to hate her? Right now, I don't have a lot of love for Nina. And it ain't got nothing to do with Sonny. It got something to do with how she went after the kids. It was hard watching the wedding vows. I'm not going to front. And y'all don't have to share that opinion. I'm okay with that. That's the beautiful thing about recaps, is that we all are free to share our opinion. And I don't like it. But I'm going to leave it alone for now. So then we go back to Mrs. Wu, and she's pitching her plan, her plan to want to buy the club. And she's even saying she's going to pay more to get this club. And Aunt Stella's like, why you want this club? You can make your own club. I like Aunt Stella. She just ain't letting Miss Wu get a pinch in. And Miss Wu handled it with grace, just like she handled G Daddy with the hat. Because she knows she can, and they gone. She ain't trying to do all that. She already done gave Curtis the baby girl. Cause I'm sorry, I think Miss Wu changed them DNA results. That baby girl's is Taggart's, but you know that's a story for later on in the future. And then we go back to Laura and Cyrus, and he asking her if she's going to oppose him getting released. Laura, what the hell wrong with you? You just sitting there smiling, letting this crazy man come back onto the streets? You ain't even going to think about Portia or Trina or any of his other victims? Sasha, Trina, Portia, don't nobody get any kind of point of view, and you are letting this man that terrorized these people out? Laura, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of you. And even if she can't do anything, you should at least have. Let's get the victim statements before they release him. Why are they making her weak? I don't like it. I don't like it. And she's like, no, I ain't gonna interfere. And then they talk about how he gave his money away to recruit people. That's how I really feel it. And Laura's is looking at him. And then we go back to Josh. And Jocelyn Butler sees Lollipop Man, or what she thinks is Lollipop Man's grape lollipop on the floor in Ava's house. They uncover that a broken glass. And the butler's like, well, maybe it's the baby's. Maybe it's Avery's. And Josh is like, that's not my sister. That's not Avery's. She hates grape. And then, you know, Dex asks to see the footage. Let's get the video. So then we go back to the wedding and Nina and her growing amount of lies. And I say that because this is when she's doing her vows. And all I kept hearing was, I lied to you. I lied to your face. I do love you. And I believe in her heart, she does love Sonny. And the human side of me, I want Nina to have some happiness. This girl has went through hell. She was in a coma, lost her kid, then lost another kid that she didn't even know she had 2 kids. Then she wakes up to everybody lying to her. Then the man that she loves puts a pretend baby in there and she thinks that's her baby and it's not. So I feel for this woman. I do. But you gotta grow from your crap, Nina. And then she just deflects everything. It's never her fault. Everything's done to her. She doesn't support Valentine and telling him to tell Anna to take care of, let's work together to take care of Charlotte. She in-houses that. And I really do think GH is planning on them breaking up, because it looks like they're starting this little thing between her and Valentine where it's a us thing, and it's us and us, you know, us meaning Valentine, her, and Charlotte against the world. So I really do think that GH is kind of giving Nina an escape plan, which she might need. I don't think Sonny gonna dump her though, but she might need it. Just depends. Depends on how Sonny wants to hold on to it tight to his kids. Because I can tell you now how Michael was looking at her at the end of the show. Getting too fast, moving too fast, sorry. So then we go to Miss Wu. And Miss Wu's just telling them, I wanted a club that's established, that has already got a beat going on, a flow going on. I don't want to start anything from the ground up. This is already happening. So Portia shows up, and Aunt Stella throwing shade left and right. I just love this old lady. She's throwing so much shade. And she's talking about, look at this beautiful food basket that Miss Wu has brought over, and, you know, dripping the shade tree just down. And Portia like, what the hell's going on? But basically, Miss Wu says she has an engagement she has to get to, and Stella's like, oh, okay, and opens the door for her to leave. She don't waste no time. She don't waste not a minute, not an inch. She don't not an inch. Not an inch was given to Miss Wu. And basically, Aunt Stella just, you know, bye. And then we go back over, and I think I may have missed something, but they're looking over the vid now. Looking over vid. No, I'm going too fast. But yeah, they're looking over the video, and they can't see Mason's face because he's wearing a hoodie. So Dex and Joss are now together, and they're looking over the video, but they can't see nothing because Lollipop Man is wearing a hoodie. But they do see that Ava is leaving with someone. They can't really tell if she's tied up. Dex has in his mind that how she's looking, she may have been tied up, but we really don't know. And that's when Dex says, well, we may have to go to the police if we want more video, you know, information, more video evidence, because now we have to go to the pier. Just like, hey, I got another person we can go to. Hey, Spinelli in the building. Hey, Spinelli. So good to see you back, baby. And then we go back to TJ, Dr. Gatlin, and Lollipop Man. And TJ and Dr. Gatlin are talking about a patient. And Lollipop Man just walks in, just busts in through the door. TJ was giving Lollipop Man the look, though. Especially when he said he was a truck driver. TJ's like, so, oh, that's what you do. You're a truck driver. It's going to come back, TJ, that was the man who kidnapped you. It's going to come back. It's going to come back. And I feel like that's how everybody's going to know that the Lollipop Man and Gatlin hoped have a connection to Cyrus. Because that is a firm connection to Cyrus. Because Cyrus was the one who kidnapped TJ back in the day. Or had TJ kidnapped. And then we fly back over to Laura and Cyrus, and they discussing the money transfer. And I Laura, I love you, girl, but the naivety, that just drives me crazy. And she's like, yeah, okay, whatever, good luck, I'm glad you were able to do something with that money. And I really think, lightweight, Cyrus a little jealous of Sonny, and it's gonna get deeper. And then we get back to the wedding on the island. And guys, General GH went all the way out for this wedding. The flowers were impeccable. Nina's dress was impeccable. Sonny looked like somebody's great-great-grandfather. They could have did a little bit better with him. I'm just joking. Still, he is old, so I guess it's about time. But the wedding was beautiful. And Donna was beautiful. And Wiley did a great job. And Donna was like, can you be my mommy now? And Nina's like, yes, for the next 24 hours I am. Because soon Michael and Willow's going to rip me to shreds. I can't wait. Sorry, I screamed. I can't wait. I just want this to get out, guys. I know you're all like, well, they didn't do anything wrong. I can't wait, though. I just want it to be done because the build-up is driving me crazy. And then we go back to Portia, Curtis, and Aunt Stella. And Portia tells Curtis, I accepted the job for co-chief of General Hospital. He's happy for his baby. Woo! Once again, congratulations, Portia. He's happy for this baby. And Curtis is very proud. And then we go back to Spinelli, Dex, and Joss, honey. And they provide Spinelli the video. And Dex gives a detailed account of what's been going on. I mean, detailed. Spinelli was impressed, like, wow, you're good, And like I said, I'm not trying to rule out Dex as not being a good person for Sonny, but as an enforcer, I just don't see that. Even though he did choke up Dr. Gatlin, he did handle himself real well with that. He's just clumsy, he's always being caught, he's always being seen. And then we flash on over to Dr. Gatlin, Hope, and Lollipop Man, and Hope tells him, hey, Sonny knows. Sonny knows what's going on. He don't know what's going on, but he says Sonny knows what's going on. And he tells him why. He said his henchmen came up here and roughed me up. Told me that they looking for Ava. So Sonny knows what's going on. Sonny in the island somewhere. When he finds out all that's going on, it's gonna be. I just want that. And he still. Let me shut up. And then we go back to Laura and Cyrus. And that's when Cyrus lets Laura know that he's jealous of Sonny. He let all of us know that he's jealous of Sonny. He don't like that Sonny gets to run around being a criminal and a family man at the same time and having Laura and everybody else's respect. He wants respect too. Well, stop being a dick then, Cyrus. Damn. That man can't change his sheets. Can't change who he is. And then we go back to the Ashford home, and they're discussing celebrating for Portia. And Portia's like, well, we don't have to go anywhere. We can stay here. Stella gives her a look, and her husband does too. He's like, no, we're going to go out and celebrate. This is a good reason. We got reason to celebrate, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And then we go over to Laura and Cyrus, and he's still complaining about how his jealousies for Sonny and how he has his sister's support. Sonny has his sister's support and how he just wants that so much. And Laura lets him know, I know Sonny. Cyrus, she doesn't know you. Just because you're blood don't mean nothing. Laura don't know you. She knows Sonny, and she knows what Sonny is capable of. And then he just like, well, I hope I get the opportunity to build that relationship with my sister. Her shit. And then we get back to Spinelli and Dex and Jossie Wassie. And they going over the video. And guess who points out Lollipop Man? Dex. And Joss is like, well, how could you see him? It's so blurry. Dex is like, I know him. That's him. That's Lollipop Man. And he got Ava. And then we go over to, and they're discussing, let's see, let me go, Dex and Lollipop discuss, okay, so now we got Dr. Holt, they're back at the hospital. Dr. Holt and Lollipop Man is discussing this insanity with Cyrus's obsession with Sonny. And he breaks it down. So he's just jealous of Sonny? That's what I was like, are you serious? All of this for jealousy because he's friendly with his sister? And Mason's like, man, I don't know, man. It's the boss, and it is what it is. And Doc's like, I didn't know he had such an affinity for family. And Mason's like, hey, I don't know, man. We just gotta do whatever he says. And since they got Ava, they really gotta do whatever he says. And then Doc's like, well, I'm getting my ass beat over here, and this man is going through some hell behind these people. But that's on you, Dr. Holt. And I really wish they would give Roger a better line, a better position in this soap opera. But whatever. As long as we get to see Todd. Yes, he will forever be Todd Manning. I don't care. And can we bring him back as Todd when he gets killed for being Dr. Holt? Maybe. No. Yes. Maybe. I don't know. I'd love to see Toddy back though, honey. But anyway. Lollipop Man is basically like, I don't care. Yeah, you have to figure, you got to deal with that, cuz. You have to deal with that, cuz. Did he have his lollipop in his mouth this time? I couldn't tell. I don't think so. But he told me you have to deal with that, cuz. And then we go back to the wedding. And now they've said their vows and their I do's, and they've kissed. And Donna says, you gotta kiss. And they kiss. And it's all beautiful and all great. And Mike steps aside because the phone's ringing again. They really want to tell him what's going on. Oh my gosh. Ow! It was beautiful. I wish he would have been like, you whore! You got my mama in jail. Well, she didn't get him in jail. But you almost put my mama in jail, you bitch. He didn't do nothing. Mike held it together, girl. And he was like, well, I don't need to know. Because the person that's working for him says, well, Marty, was working for somebody else. And he says, I don't need to know what he was working for. I need to know who started this in motion. And he obviously got the name. Because his eyes ran right to Nina. And he just kept looking at her. And they're cutting cake. And he's looking at her. And he does not look happy. And Sonny must be all caught up in the glow. Because if I would have looked up and see my son looking at my wife like that, I would have been like, what's going on, son? Mike looking at her like he wants to. It was good. It was good. It was good. So then we go back to the Ashford home, and Aunt Stella basically tells Portia, "Stop pussyfooting with Curtis. Stop pussyfooting with him. Stop treating him like a baby. Let this man be a man, Portia. He wants to go out and celebrate, then you honor that celebration. Don't sit there and keep holding your back, because Curtis is going to see that, and he's not going to be happy with it. Hence why I have this feeling that we are going to be seeing an affair, and it's going to definitely be Portia's involved. I just feel it in my bones. I don't know why. I mean, the girl's done it before. Remember with Taggart? When he was gone all those hours and she was all alone, so she just fell into Curtis's bed. And everybody's saying, but she loves Curtis. She loves Curtis. Love is something. But Portia's already checking out. Y'all see. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I don't think I am. And then we go back to Dex, Joss, and Spinelli. And once again, Lollipop Mason has been confirmed as the captor of Ava. And now they're getting closer. They're getting closer. They're about to find, because now Dex is like, I need all the business, all the information that I can get in that whole entire area to figure out where they got, because I'm pretty sure they got Ava in one of these buildings. And then we get back to the wedding. And let's just say, Michael knows everything. And he's looking at Sonny, and he's looking at Nina like he want to chop her head off. Maybe not chop her head off, but he's definitely not happy. There is no happiness in his face. He is giving Nina the red stank eye. I was waiting to see if he's going to drop the P's. But you know what? You got to give Michael something. For the people that are really mad about this happening, you got to give Michael something. He held his tongue for the wedding. He held his tongue for the wedding. Because it looks like to me he wants to do some more looking into this on his own. But we shall see. That's next week, right? And then we end it with the sociopath is free. Yes, I just threw my notes down. Why? Yes, it's going to be interesting. Yes, it's going to be crazy. But why? Y'all let Sean Butler sit in jail for years and rot in hell for a crime he didn't even commit. But you let this crazy motherfucker get out with a slap on the wrist and freedom? Did I hear anything about parole or probation? Because generally when anybody gets out, they got to see their parole or probation officer. This man has kidnapped, drugged, attempted murdered people, and had Drew beat the... GH, come on, you better be giving us a good story plot here, because this is disturbing, and it's privilege to the 9th degree. Privilege to the 9th degree. And I hate even using that in the soap opera term, because this is a soap opera, but whatever. I digress. We'll talk later about that. But anywho, if you like this content, please like and subscribe and follow my page for more General Hospital updates. You guys have a great weekend, and I hope I wasn't too loud and too crazy, but this show had me all in my feelings. Hence the long minutes that we've spent together. But have a great weekend. Smoochies.